It's an interesting way of looking at it.
Entering the hearings now.
Well then, answer me this, Master Barash. If you Animancers represent our best hope to cure the legacy...
Ramir de Barask is originally from Palminia. He's one of the finest minds in Animancy to come out of the Valian Republics. He left for Defiance Bay 5 years ago, because he believed this was the true heart of Animancy research.
As I've said, it isn't about progress, it's about potential.
My house would agree, Your Grace. We see great potential in its future.
And I suppose your blazing profits during the Legacy don't have nothing to do with that, do they, Dominel? You can't have it both ways no more! Animancy goes, or this country goes!
So you admit, Master Barask, that Animancy is no closer to stopping the Legacy than it ever was?
No, we've had many promising experiments. Cadman Azo has shown...
Cadman Azo murdered a child. For a complete failure. We should be hanging him right now for what he done. The dozens won't stand for it.
The experiment failed, yes, but...
Ah, our new delegate from the Dozens. What makes you say sabotage?
The fuck's that even matter? These are people who would toy with the lives of our children.
Indeed. Even assuming there was sabotage, is this Animancer Azo not still accountable here?
Horseshit! These Animancers can't be trusted! Look at what happened in Heritage Hill! Our supposed protectors from Crucible Keep can't even clean up the messes Animancy leaves!
Are you sure this is your delegate, Adric?
Your Grace, we'd have a much easier time of it if our knights weren't so occupied trying to keep their organization from igniting a revolution on our very doorstep.
Heritage Hill is blood on your hands, Justiciar! You turn a blind eye, and look what happens!
You've some strange taste in travels, friend. The height of your tales expands with every breath. I had heard whispers of a new delegate set to attend today's hearing. I admit that your candor was mentioned more than once. Tell us what you saw in Heritage Hill. Even if it is as you say, we have testimony that a group of Animancers had been spending time there. Surely their tinkering had something to do with this.
Animancy has many enemies. You need only look around...
You're missing the point! Everywhere there's Animancers, there's disaster! We all know what Widewind's Legacy's really about. And it ain't about some sparkling saint from Creed Ceres who's mad because he took a stroll down the wrong bridge! It's about a bunch of so-called intellectuals fucking with the natural order while the rest of us gotta suffer for it.
Is it, though? Should we not take the time to reach a clear conclusion? I mean,
My son and daughter are buried beneath the floor of my house. We don't own no land, so that's where we lay them. My son. My wife let him slip when she was bathing him. Got water in his lungs, he couldn't cough up. My daughter? We put her to bed one night, and the next morning she wasn't breathing. This Hollowborn thing, it ain't ending. And it ain't ending because we...
Enough, Adric. Lady Dominel makes a point. If it's animancy, then why do the other states that permit the practice not suffer the same fate? Who among us can say he truly understands?
Beasts. Another lunatic at the hearing. Did you remember to lock your sanitarium before you left, Master Barask?
You must know, friend, that the Leaden Key is a mantle for small-time ruffians and children at play. I'm not saying you're a liar. Not yet. But you'd better start making sense of all this. Help us believe you.
The Justiciar's right. This is sanitarium talk.
You've made an unexpected case, friend. I'll say that much. It seems we have a new possibility to consider, at the very least. How was it you came to learn all this? Though it would seem that not all of them were in on your investigation. Nevertheless, I am pleasantly surprised by their open-mindedness here. But these hearings are about more than Widewind's legacy, even though that is our most pressing concern. Let's say for the moment that I were to take you at your word that our friends in Brackenbury Sanitarium and their peers bear no responsibility for this curse upon my country. I'm curious, what would you do if you were in my position? Very well. That is all I wish to hear. Not just from you, but from everyone. I want to thank the delegations for helping me collect my thoughts. And our new delegate, who, if nothing else, the time has come to choose a direction for the Deerwood. Ramir de Barash, representing the interests of animancers in Deerwood, step forward.
Your Grace.
Against animancy are both strong in their own way. I must be careful in my judgment.
Forgive me, Your Grace. We will accept no judgment but our own.
What's he doing? No! Avenge the new!
No, wait!
Stop this at once!
I've given you every chance to end this pursuit. Shall I end it for you? Another time. I am already late.
Perhaps a little rest is in order.
Shall I end it for you?
I am already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you?
So be it. If you desire no end, you shall have none. I find you guilty of heresy. May the eternal prison bar your soul from passage, for it is beyond redemption.
My eyes are peeled.
I was a fool to think I could take... What?
Did you pull that from my thoughts? Ah. Pity. You know this is how it has to be.
Smoke rises above the city walls in billowing plumes that blacken the sky like a storm. Behind the walls, the riots rage on. Known patrons of Animancy are forced into hiding as looters ransack their estates and make off with their possessions. Animancers are torn away from their families and dragged from their homes to be stoned to death in the streets. Word had spread immediately that Duke Avar had been assassinated, and that an Animancer was to blame. The city wasted little time in exacting revenge, and little effort into evaluating guilt. In the center of it all, Brackenbury Sanitarium burned. And down the lane, Hodred House, the last bastion of stability in the Deerwood, had fallen silent. Now safely outside the city gate, your path points eastward to Twin Elms, where Theos is bound, for reasons that remain mysterious as the Leaden Key itself.
Keeping an eye out. Please stop. I need to tell you something. I have not been entirely honest about my motives for traveling with you up to this point. When I finished my training in Adir, I was introduced to an organization. All I knew was that they were opposed to the unchecked spread of Animancy, and that they could guarantee me postings far away from the Seathwood my father and his Earl. In the early years, I thought of them as many things. Hooded men, prudent teachers, the Leaden Key. Their rules were strict, but their guidance was clear. I sincerely believed they wanted to keep Kith from the folly of their own foolish ambitions. I came to the Deerwood a little over a year. A senior contact met with me every few months to receive my reports and issue new leads. She sent me to Gilded Vale to keep an eye on events surrounding the local lord, but I lost track of her shortly after that. I don't know if she was reassigned, killed, or sacrificed the way you saw. By the time you met me, I'd been on my own for a couple of months. No, that's not... I needed some kind of direction. And after that scrape with the locals, I was ready to get out of town. But then you mentioned that you'd survived that Beowick. And I thought... And I was correct in a way. What we found wasn't what I expected. I knew the Leaden Key was... I'm still not sure about Animancy. But I know I've been following the wrong master.
And what do you really expect us to do with this too-late confession?
That would be an honor. Say what you want about Dear Woodens. They haven't met the problem yet they couldn't solve by killing some scapegoats.
So, Act 3. Twin Elms. Let's get in there.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Of course, just let him keep people here. Why wouldn't there be?
Yes?
What?
Yes?
What?
Hi?
Damn the ambassador. I told him there was a conspiracy. Again and again, I was ignored.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Sure.
Slowly now.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Keeping an eye out.
Ha! Got it!
Got it!
That's it!
Got him! Be cautious. Be constant.
No problem. My mind feels sharp as steel. Quickly and quietly. Let's go! Got him! Oh, I don't feel so good. If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
That's it! Oh, about taxed to my limit.
A gift if the Eothasian doesn't wake up.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
So I found these weird ruins.
Light, flame, and sound.
Ruins which are upstairs.
And the fire shows me something new.
Hidden treasures.
That's it!
I feel off.
I don't feel so good. They shall see nothing while I see much.
Probably gonna call it a day soon.
What?
I? I?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Got him!
Be cautious. Be constant.
No problem.
That's it!
Be cautious. Be constant.
That's it!
My
Yes? Now deal with this one.
What?
Yes?
I'm ready.
Arthur. Aye?
Yeah. Got him.
That's it!
Eyes open.
Really annoying creatures.
Yes?
Quick! Filthy!
How may I help?
Tell me. Hemet Kong Swolias.
Leave it to me!
Strange. Two have passed from us.
Que? It's no use. I need something stronger.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Got
A warrior's... My mind feels sharp as steel.
Really annoying encounters.
Nice and quiet.
Got it.
So I want to get to Twin Elms, some kind of a town or something, so that I can. I don't want to go there. So that I can quit from for today.
Yeah? Thoughts were dull.
Got him.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
The question is, where do I get there?
Quay?
No problem. Let's go!
Laying low.
Where do I get there?
Ha! Got it! Ha! Got it!
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Where is the place to be? Interesting. Weird formations.
Anyone suspected of treachery must be reported at once. Good, you have come. You have heard of the recent defections from our order caused by this apostate in Kratom. This is a dangerous woman whose lies spread like plague. She inspires chaos, sows conflict. Because of these unusual circumstances, I am speaking to all our initiates personally to ensure there is no more dissension. Who she was no longer matters. If her following continues... You were recruited from Grey Tomb, were you not? You must have known this heretic woman, Yavara. This is deeply troubling. She cannot be your sister. Not anymore. For the love of the gods, you must destroy all feelings you have for her. What I ask... I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Interesting. I can go to.
Never been out this way before. Hard to believe it's the same country.